Alright, hello. I'm making this quick video responding to a Reddit comment on how the guns work in this game. So here in the hierarchy of the hovercraft, I've got the gun, which is just a cylinder, particle system for muzzle flash, and the bullet spawner game object, which is just an empty game object right about here in front of the gun. And I have these scripts attached. I've disabled the gun switching because right now firebomb and the minigun and the bomb gun don't work very well, and I don't really want to focus on improving them right now. So I only have this laser gun working, and let's open this up and look at the code. So here it is. You can pause your video and look at it, or you can wait for me to, I guess, describe it. So we've got the public particle system muzzle flash, and I've attached it within the editor right here, which is just this guy. And then I have a laser bullet object, which is just another particle system that emits over distance. And then you can change the fire rate here in the editor because I made this a public variable. So, and then fire input is bounded to right bumper in my input settings. So, within fixed update, if you're pressing right bumper and fire rate is the next fire is ready to fire, then it fires the muzzle flash, instantiates a new bullet, and then adds velocity in the forward direction. Then let's examine the bullet object. So it has a capsule collider that is originally turned off. But I have this script here that all it does, I won't even show you the code, it's very simple, is it turns the collider on after 0.02 seconds. I did this so that it wouldn't collide with any part of the ship, but that I shouldn't even need this script in theory because this game object is already in front of this, but it's just in case. And if we drag it into the scene here, so we can look at it, it's got this laser bullet, which is a capsule, and I've put on a red translucent material onto it, and then it's got the laser trail, which is just the particles that emit over time. Wow, that looks way better in game. Anyway, so it destroys itself after 150 float. I don't know. I guess that's like, I just tuned this. I don't know what that equates to in seconds. But it disappears after a reasonable amount of time, and that saves on memory. It's got a rigid body, not affected by gravity. And here's the bullet collider script. So we go in here. It's a trigger. So if it hits an enemy or an object that's on the layer of enemy layer, which are enemies, then it logs that it worked. I should probably disable that because I know it works at this point. Then I have a enemy health component that tells them to take 5 damage out of, they have 100 health, and then it destroys the bullet. Then if it runs into something that's not an enemy and it has a mesh renderer, so basically if it I have invisible triggers and stuff, so if it hits those, then it won't be destroyed, but if it hits something visible, then it will. And this might take some changing because currently bullets don't necessarily destroy themselves on things that may have some other kind of render that's not a mesh render. And yeah, so I think that's about it for explaining how this works. Let me know if you have any other questions or things you would like me to clarify on.